Hello everybody and welcome back. Yes, today we're going to go a little bit more deeper into sound and especially how sound travels. So let's have a look. Now our learning outcome got a little bit bigger today. It's still the same. Explore how sounds are made when objects, material or air vibrate and make relevant observations and comparisons. So observations means to actually have a look and compare. So is there any difference between what we see or what we hear today? So let's quickly focus on what you need to know after today. Can you explain how sound is created and how it travels? That is very interesting. So let's learn about it and see if we can answer that question after today. Now, again, always we need to know our words so that we can use correct scientific terminology when we actually discuss something. The first one is vibrations. Now, that means a very small movement backwards and forwards. So last time we learned about vibrate and we said it's a shake very quickly back and forth. Now vibration, very important. The difference here is about talking about movement. Now again, yes, let's play a game. Now can you guys quickly tell me which object is vibrating? Is it A or is it B? Oh, did you say A? Did you say B? Or did you say both? If you said both, you are 100% correct. As you can see, as the drum is being hit, the top layer of the drum is vibrating, moving backwards and forth. A very quick movement. If you have a look at the guitar string, okay, it's also vibrating and moving backwards and forth. So well done if you said both of them. Now, for this activity, you're going to need a few things. Okay, first of all, you're going to need a plastic wrap. Now, usually your mom might have something like this in the kitchen. And secondly, you need some sesame seeds. You can use rice as well, as explained in the book, but I use sesame seeds. It's a bit lighter, so the effect is a little bit more. Okay, and then also an empty glass jar and your metal baking tray, very important, it needs to be tin or metal, a wooden spoon and a pencil. So let's get this experiment on the road. So the first thing that you need to do is take your plastic wrap and put it over your glass jar. Now it can't be as loose, like we need to stretch the surface on top. So what we're going to do is hold on to one side, lift the other side and pull. We do it maybe 3 or 4 times, depends on how many. Lift and pull. Okay. Lift and pull. This one is going to be tricky. Oh. And to test it, to make sure that it's perfect, you're like, yes, that's great. Now we're going to add some sesame seeds on top of the plastic wrap. There we go. Okay, so now that's maybe too much, so we sprinkle it around. But now we're going to start our experiment. So we're going to hit the side of the jar with a pencil. And what do you think is going to happen? Now I've already recorded this video, so let's have a look. So, yes, the seeds moved a little bit. So what is the science behind this? Now, first of all, we've learned that sound can travel through different materials. That is because of the vibration of particles inside the material. Now, when we hit the jar, it actually makes the jar vibrate. So these particles inside the jar is vibrating. And as this vibration on carried over and travels through the particles, it actually starts making the plastic wrap vibrate, and when plastic vibrates, it actually makes the seeds vibrate. Well done, good observation. Now that was interesting. So Now we're going to go to the next part of the experiment. We're going to take our baking tray, our metal tin baking tray, and we're going to hit it, hold it close to our glass jar, and hit it with the wooden spoon. So let's see. Now, I've already made a video, so let's check that out. So what's the science behind this? Why is the seed suddenly going wild on the plastic wrapper? The tray vibrates when you hit it, and that means all the air around it starts vibrating as well. So this vibration is traveling through the particles of the air, hitting against the jar. That makes the particles inside of the jar vibrates, and then all the same happen as it moves up to the plastic wrapper. The plastic wrapper starts vibrating, making the seeds vibrate. But did you notice any difference between the movement of the seeds in the first and second part of this experiment? Did you say the first one was very slow or very little movement? And did you see in the second part of the experiment the seeds were jumping much higher? What's the reason for that? Now, the reason for that is because the vibration of the tin can, of the tin tray, was much bigger than the vibration when I actually just hit the jar. As you can hear the sound as well, between hitting the jar on its own and hitting the tin tray, it's much louder when you're hitting the tin tray. So clearly, when we have a louder sound, that means there's a bigger vibration going on. So the particles are moving much faster through the matter. Now, the last part of our activity is, what do you guys think if I clap my hands close to the jar with the sesames on the wrap? What's going to happen? Think about it. Think of what I said earlier about the louder the sound, usually, the bigger the vibrations. The softer the sound, the smaller the vibrations. Think about that. So what do you think will happen? What's your prediction? I had so much fun doing that experiment. I wish there's one thing I can try. One more thing. I have an idea. Yes! Hold your hand in the middle of your throat and hum a tune. Did you feel the vibrations? Do you hear a sound? Yes, there was a vibration in my throat. I can feel it. And by doing that vibration, I actually created the sound. So let's repeat it, but try to make a louder sound when you hum. What did you observe about the vibrations in your throat? It was a bigger vibration. I can actually feel it in the back of my mouth, like a little tingling feeling as the vibrations move through the particles in my body. Now, was it a stronger vibration or a weaker vibration when you went louder? What? Did you say it was a stronger vibration? You are 100% correct. Yes, it was a bigger vibration, a stronger vibration. So that means when I have a bigger vibration, I would actually have a louder sound. That is interesting. Now, as you can have a look, what actually happened in your body, we have our vocal cords, and as you blow out air from your lungs, these vocal cords start vibrating, and that is actually what creates the sound. So as we talk, these vibrations inside my throat actually give you a message all about vibrations. So let's quickly focus on all the things that we can actually learn from these observations in 2 experiments that we've done. First of all, objects that vibrate make a sound. Think about the baking tray or your throat. When you hit the baking tray with the wooden spoon, you actually felt the vibration in your hand when you held it. And when you put your hand against your throat, you felt the vibrations as well. Now, next one what we can think about, vibrations move from the vibrating object through materials. Think about the seeds on the plastic wrapper. Now, when I hit the baking tray close to it, the vibrations move through the air into the jar's particles, through the particles of the jar, into the plastic wrap particles that actually at the end of the day start making the seeds vibrate. So vibrations move through the vibrating object through other materials as well. And sound can be heard if the vibration reach our ears and make our eardrums vibrate. So as these vibrations move closer and closer to my ear and go inside my ear and start making my eardrum vibrate, that is when my brain changes these vibrations into sound. And that is what we can actually start hearing then. And sound travel because vibration travels. Now, very good. So let's see if you learned something today. Can you explain how sound is created and travels? I'm going to give you a think a little bit. It's all about vibrations, and again, vibrations. If an object can vibrate, it will create a sound. And these vibrations will travel through materials and actually reach our eardrum that make our eardrums vibrate. And that is how sound is created, and that is how sound can travel. Oh, this is an amazing experiment today. Now we're almost to the end of our whole session today. And what do you need to do now? What I want you guys is to open your exercise 4.3 in activity book and complete that for me, please. And on Moodle, you will find worksheet 4.3 that you need to complete and submit back to me so that I can check that you understand. Now, yes, guys, and that is all, folks, for today. Now, we've learned about sound, how sound can travel, and how sound is created. Guys, thank you for joining this session. I'll see you in the next one. See you. Goodbye.